Welcome to Zerion. In this example, what I'm going to demonstrate is how to design a web form using HTML, and then when that web form is submitted, it's going to send the data directly into Zerion Dataflow Automation, so you're then able to work with that data inside Zerion or Data Collector or anything inside of the platform. So we're going to build a form very similar to this on the left-hand side. I will have the template HTML attached to this video or somewhere in the comments for you to download to start with. And then when this is submitted, it'll send to the Dataflow automation. So let's first look at the file here. So I'm going to open up the file and scroll down to around line 50 where we can see details about each of the inputs here. So you see I have a couple different inputs, one for the date, one for name, age, city, state, zip. You can tune these or add more fields if you wish to this, as well as a text area file or text area tag here at the bottom. And then at the very end here, you're going to see I have a button called Submit Request, and when it does on click, it's going to call a function called Submit Data. So once we fill out all these and hit Submit Data, it's actually going to move up here to our function called Submit Data. And I have a couple variables set up. I have for each of the different fields. So you have date to notes, and you see it's actually following anything in our document, getting the element date 1, which corresponds right here, and then grabbing the value of that. And I do the same thing for name, address, city, state, zip, and notes, and so on. And then after we have those values, I then format it into a JSON array here, or a JSON object that's going to have all the different fields here. And then finally we have our post request, which is going to, when you click the button, it's going to send all this data directly to the webhook inside of Zerion Dataflow. So before we can run this whole thing, we first need to set up a webhook and a record set. So I've created a brand new data flow, and I'm going to add a record set, and I'm going to call this web form, and I'm going to give it a record set. And in this scenario, we're not going to make it a secure record set or webhook. We're just going to make it a regular webhook. And then I'm going to click on the webhook URL, and I'm going to copy this. So right where it says insert Dataflow URL here, you want to paste in your entire URL, and we can save that. Now from here it's pretty straightforward. We're going to go back into our form here, just refresh the page to make sure we have the most up-to-date information and fill this out. So I want to request an inspection on the 6th. My name is Ben. My address is 11 Main Street, Herndon, Virginia. And please, my home needs inspected. And then once I'm ready to submit this request, I'll just hit submit, and you're going to see I do have a little pop-up box showing that the request was successfully submitted. And if you refresh this, we're actually going to see that now there's one record in our web form record set here. So what we can do then is see our data, and this is going to be everything that I just submitted from this form again. So I can go through and fill this out another time. We'll just maybe use some dummy information. And as I submit that, we're going to see that it does push another record into here. So again, since this is HTML, you can look at embedding this directly in a website or sending this file to someone, and they should be able to run it directly on their computer. But best practice would probably be embedding it in a site. And then as folks submit data, it actually goes directly into here. So from the Zerion Dataflow, we could then even hook it up to a variety of our different actions, such as writing it to like a SQL Server database, or writing it to our Zerion Data Collector or the iForm Builder platform. So again, you can see the potential certainly with web forms.